How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So today we're going to start kind of beginning our process of picking classes for next year and discussing what you're going to do after graduation. Think about your plans. How are your classes going so far this semester?
Pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, that's good. I see you've got a couple classes that I'm sure you could pull your grade up a little bit in.
Yeah,
I agree.
definitely.
Okay. We do offer some help after school if you think you need it, and they have some programs that can give you extra help with tests or writing papers, whatever you might need, so that could be something to think about, get those grades pulled up.
Yeah.
So before we start thinking about after high school plans, let's think about some goals you have for yourself. It's really important to keep those in mind as we begin this process. I'd like you to come up with 3 goals you have. One for school, one for your career and life after graduation, and one personal goal, something you can do to better yourself. Try and come up with those for me. Okay, good job. So you've started with your school. It didn't seem to take you too long with this one. What would you like to improve on here?
Get my math grade to at least an 85.
Okay, yep, that's one of those classes I was kind of worried about. It's not terrible right now, but I know you could do better if you really tried hard. Could you think of a couple things you could do to reach this goal of improving your grade?
Can we write them down?
Sure. Okay. So you said you could ask more questions in class. Definitely. If you aren't understanding what your teacher's saying, it's important to stop them now when you're stumped on that question before you forget about it or before they move on. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out and seek help from the teacher. What do you mean by this one?
Just maybe maybe during my study hall if they are free and maybe I can just go with them and just ask some more questions.
Yep.
Just a little more guidance.
Okay, that's great. And then stay after school in their programs. Yep, I believe it's Tuesdays after school. They can go over whatever subject of math you're in right now. They could give you more questions to practice with. If you're stuck, if you weren't able to see your teacher during the day, they could definitely help you there. So for career, you put your goal was to get accepted in college to become a phys ed teacher. Well, that's great. You already have an idea of a career you're interested in. Have you started looking at schools yet?
Kind of, but not really.
Okay, well that's something we can go over in the future. We can start looking at some schools and see what you need to be accepted and if they have your phys ed program. Could you think of things you could do to reach your goal of getting accepted to college? Okay. So you said you could research some schools that have your program. Definitely. We need to figure out ones if you want them in the area or far away. We need to see which ones have your program. That's really important. meet with me. That's great. I can help you with all of that. And plan visits. It's definitely important to see the college and you can get a feel for the atmosphere, maybe meet a few professors, and really get an idea of if you'd like it there or not. For personal goal, you wrote volunteering more in the community, which is great. Colleges definitely look at that when you're applying to see if you are helping out and other activities you're involved in besides school. So what could you do to reach that goal? How could you volunteer more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Become a part of more clubs. There's some clubs at school that they go out into the community and they help in soup kitchens, or we have one that they help organize blood drives. Those are really great to be a part of. Ask around the neighborhood. So just, what do you mean by that? Go to neighbors and...
Yeah, there's a lot of elderly people
Okay.
in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm sure they would like some help if you could offer that. And look into places that need help on my own. Great, yeah, there's a lot of places in the community that they serve food to the homeless, or they maybe do coat drives for kids in the winter. They're always looking for people to help, so it'd be great if you could do that and start getting involved with them now before you need to start applying to colleges. And yeah, those are great opportunities, Lauren. So next time we meet, we're going to talk some more about these goals, but we're also going to focus on your classes for next year. We need to really look at the ones that you still need to finish before you can graduate, and look at some of the electives that you may be interested in, and some of them may kind of go along with getting accepted to college and becoming a phys ed teacher.
Okay.
Do you have any more questions about any of that?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well how about you take these goals so you can remember to focus on these things in the next couple of weeks, okay?
Okay.
Okay, have a good day, Lauren.
You too.